Let's talk about something you probably walk past every single day. That big office copier humming away in the corner. You might think you know what it costs, but I guarantee there's a hidden story there, and it's probably costing you a lot more than you think.
We've all been there, right? You've got a deadline, you hit print, and nothing. Just that dreaded flashing error light. But what if that moment of frustration is actually a symptom of a much, much bigger problem, one that's quietly draining your company's resources?
Because a broken copier isn't just an inconvenience, it's a full-blown productivity killer. Suddenly, your sales team can't print that critical proposal. Your accounting department is stuck, unable to send out invoices. It creates this domino effect of delays that can grind your whole operation to a halt.
All right, so let's really dig into the true cost of printing. We're going to look way beyond that initial price tag on the invoice and uncover all the expenses that are hiding in plain sight.
Look, any company can afford to buy a copier. That initial number seems straightforward. But here's the reality. That purchase price, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the price of admission, but the real costs are waiting for you inside. And this is where it gets really expensive. Think about the people time. Your IT team, your admin staff, your purchasing department, they're all spending hours researching machines, hunting for the right toner, trying to find a technician. Every single one of those hours is an hour they are not spending on their actual revenue-generating jobs. It's a massive hidden operational drain.
So this brings us to a really fundamental choice. And it's not just about buying versus renting. It's a huge strategic decision. Are you going to take on this entire burden yourself? Or are you going to find a partner who can manage it all for you?
Just look at the difference here. When you own the machine, your budget is completely unpredictable. A major breakdown could pop up out of nowhere and cost you thousands. But with a service partnership, all that chaos turns into one simple fixed monthly fee. And maybe the biggest shift of all is focus. Your team is no longer getting distracted by a machine. They're 100% focused on your core business.
But hold on a second, you have to be careful. Not all service providers are the same. In fact, just going for the absolute cheapest quote you can find can land you right back in the very mess you were trying to escape.
Yeah, a cheap but unreliable service provider can actually give you the worst of both worlds. All of a sudden, your team is right back to chasing down technicians and waiting forever for toner. It's a total gridlock. It looks unprofessional, and when you add up the lost productivity and the inevitable hidden fees, you've completely wiped out any savings. You're literally paying someone else for the same headaches.
So what does a good partnership actually look like? Well, it's an all-inclusive model, one that's designed from the ground up to create real, tangible value for your business. A quality provider really commits to 4 key things. They give you professional, reliable equipment. They offer swift, one-call support. Their technicians are respectful of your workspace. And the billing is totally transparent, no surprises. When you put all that together, it's not just a rental service. It's a real commitment to keeping your office running smoothly.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but it has to be crazy expensive, right? How can a service that's this good actually be more cost-effective? Well, the secret is all in the business model.
See, a great service provider has something you don't: economies of scale. They're managing thousands of these machines, so they buy toner and parts in huge bulk quantities, getting prices you could never dream of. Plus, they have their own expert technical team on standby, which is way more efficient than you trying to find a random technician every time something goes wrong. And the source material really hits the nail on the head here. It says they can deliver this top-notch service for less than it would cost you to manage it all yourself. Why? Because this is what they do. They're the experts. They profit from their own efficiency, and you get to benefit from that. It's a genuine win-win.
So, when you boil it all down, this is about changing your perspective. An office copier should be a tool that helps your business win, not a burden that drags you down. It's about reclaiming your team's single most valuable resource, their focus.
Which brings us to this key idea, your core business. These are the things your company does that actually make money. Everything else, and I mean everything else, is just a distraction. And wrestling with a broken copier, that is the definition of a distraction.
So the true value here isn't just about saving a few bucks on toner. It's so much bigger. It's about liberating your people to focus on their real jobs, on innovation, on delighting your customers, on actually building your company's success.
And that leads me to the final question I want you to ask yourself. Next time you walk by that machine in your office, take a good look at it. Is it a tool that's empowering your team every day, or is it a silent source of cost, frustration, and distraction? Is it helping you win, or is it holding you back?